welcome to movie tag or something. My trusty Norwegian water there to help me get through this. This is the second time I've filmed this because I actually have my note on my phone here. As I was introducing the video, I looked down and the phone was going and it was a Norwegian number. And I was like, oh shit, and I hung up. I looked at the number and I thought, I don't know what that number is, so I rang it. And then some woman started speaking Norwegian to me and I was like, yeah! And then I was like, going through my phone contacts, is this someone Connie knows, or... weird. Still a bit creeped out about it, but there you go. And getting right to it. Movie tag, this tag thing has been around for years. I remember back in like 2005, 2006, YouTube bloggers, now called vloggers I guess, but they were just called bloggers at the time. I'm not sure if the term vlog had been invented back then. It's weird that really, isn't it, how we kind of just, we're living through just this age where everything just changes and becomes the norm. And yeah, anyway, this is a movie video, not a vlog. Okay, so yeah, they'd be like, tag, tell me 5 things about yourself. I used to love those videos, never made them myself. Maybe that'll get a second life now, and that'd be cool. I'd like to hear more about other people. I might film that actually and see how that goes. Anyway, so almost 2 minutes in, I haven't even started talking about movies. I apologise. Okay, I'll probably cut some stuff out though, so it won't be exactly 2 minutes. Anyway, sorry. Rambling. Movie tag, Robin176 made this video. I don't know whether the list that she's got here is a list that she created or someone else did and she took it from there. It doesn't really matter, but I'm doing a response to her video. She didn't tag me, but I'm tagging myself, and the same rule applies to you. If you want to do this video, consider yourself tagged. I'm not going to tag anyone specifically because I'm just not going to. So I would have liked to have done this when I was back in Wales so I could have my Blu-rays and have it more visually interesting for you, but unfortunately that's not going to happen, so you're just going to have to deal with it as I find my notes here on my phone. So the questions, there are 15 of them, so let's get rattling through them. Your favourite movie of all time? Easy choice, The Empire Strikes Back, Episode 5 of the Star Wars saga. It just means a lot to me personally, and it's just a fantastic film. And I'm not really even the biggest sci-fi fantasy nerd or anything, but that film I just absolutely love and adore. And if I was told, you know, if you could watch one more film, it would probably be that one. Or maybe a Lord of the Rings film, because that would be longer, and I'd kind of, you know, stave off my death for another hour. So, yeah. The Empire Strikes Back. And I've gone into detail about that before in the past, I'm sure. Number 2, your favourite scene from that movie. It would have to be the whole lightsaber duel between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. Everyone knows, you know, this isn't a spoiler to anyone, and of course Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. So it's just the kind of the dynamic of father versus son fight, a duel to the death kind of thing, and it's just kind of, it's very powerful for that reason. And I guess for the first time you watch it you don't realise that, but it's just kind of like the good guy versus the bad guy. It has a whole other element as soon as you know that they're father and son, and also it's just so well done. I mean, there's a lot of talking, and just Darth Vader just being so badass, and Luke just kind of being defiant and just fighting back, and just, oh, it's just so good. And it's just so, who could say that like a fight is quotable? You know, like impressive, most impressive. The line when Darth Vader says "all too easy." I use that all the time, just generally in general conversation, and I just kind of get a little kick out of it myself when I just reference Empire Strikes Back. All too easy. I've even done it when I used to wrestle. I'd beat someone and I'd go, all too easy. It's like really nerdy, but you know, it's just such a great scene, and it goes on, and they go like down to different levels in this cloud city, and then, you know, he's throwing stuff at Luke, and then Luke flies out this window, he nearly dies, and he's pulling himself back up onto the railing, and then they fight across the railing, lightsabers flying, and then he chops Luke's hand off, and then he's backing away, and then there's this whole dramatic scene, one of the most dramatic scenes in film history, when he tells him he's his father, and then Luke falls down into oblivion. It's just such an amazing scene, and it's really helped by the lack of score. Now, Star Wars is almost constant music, the amazing John Williams music, it's just almost constant. And in that scene, it's completely quiet, and people always used to point out, well, not used to, but used to point out, I don't know why I say used to, people pointed out a lot in The Dark Knight Rises last year, how great it was when Batman vs. Batman vs. Bane, how great it was that there was no music in that scene. Yeah, that was done like 30 years ago, like, you know, I'm not saying that Christopher Nolan took it from that, but it's such an effective device in a film that's so immersed in music to put a dramatic kind of exclamation point on a scene by taking out the music, dropping out the score, and just having it be just what it is. And it just, yeah, that scene is amazing. I love it. And of course, any scene with Yoda is fantastic. I'll try and crack on a bit quicker with these. Number 3, your favourite actors and actresses. Uma Thurman, Sigourney Weaver, Jodie Foster. I'm sure there's loads more. I really don't gravitate toward actresses as much as terms of being like, you know, my favourite kind of thing. Not to say that I don't like actresses or anything, but I always think of actors more, I guess, just because I guess I'm a man. Actors, the late great Toshiro Mifune, Takeshi Shimura, Tom Hanks. A lot of my favourite actors are kind of people who started out as comedians or, you know, comic actors and kind of transitioned and did more serious roles later on in their career, like Tom Hanks. Bill Murray in particular is one of my all-time favourites. Jim Carrey, I absolutely love Jim Carrey. Not only is he hilarious, he can be amazing in dramatic roles, and that goes the same with Robin Williams, who I think is just an amazing actor. I wouldn't want to spend like a dinner with him because he probably won't shut up, but he's just amazing in dramatic roles, amazing in the comedy roles, you know, guys like that, and also the people like the Japanese actors and stuff like that. I've got a lot of favourite actors, but there's some of them, I guess. I mean, I'd have to really think about it to nail down all my favourites. Just to think any more actresses. I don't know. I mean, Uma Thurman. I said Uma Thurman, but I think she's only been that. I think she's only been really good in a few films. Not, you know. I think the ratio in her career from good to bad is not very good. But she's amazing in the things that she's really good at, I guess. Actresses. I don't know. And Tom Hardy is one of my favorite actors coming out like, you know, recently. Particular Warrior, which is an amazing film. Okay, most annoying actors or actresses. Easily Seth Rogen. I mean, he just plays Seth Rogen in almost every film. I enjoyed him in Paul because you couldn't see him. I don't know. Yeah, Seth Rogen. You know, I do enjoy him, but it's just he's the same in every film kind of thing. You know. Actresses, I don't know. There are some who bug me and annoy me, I guess, but I want to keep this relatively quick, and well, not quick, but you know, I don't want to make it like a 20-minute long video. So I'll just go with Seth Rogen as one answer for that. Michael Cera to an extent. Yeah. Favorite directors or director? Where to begin? Wes Anderson, Irvin Kershner, Quentin Tarantino. Although I wouldn't put him like right up there at the top, but he's one of them. Christopher Nolan, Cameron Crowe, Richard Linklater, James Cameron, of course. I'm sure there's so many more. Again, you just kind of like Akira Kurosawa. Oh my God, yes, Akira Kurosawa. He's right there at the very top, in fact. And again, I could go on and on with that one. Guilty pleasures, romantic comedies, I guess. I really love romantic comedies, good romance films, you know. Serendipity, you know, Sleepless in Seattle, You've Got Mail. Loads of romantic comedies. I like good ones, you know, only the good ones. It's a really, really good one I saw that's from like the 50s or 60s called Sweet November, I think. There was a remake with Keanu Reeves that was horrible, but yeah, I love romance films. Before Sunrise, Before Sunset. Yeah, I love romance films when done right. Favorite tearjerker. I'm not really the kind of person to be like, oh, I want to watch that film because it's going to make me cry. I guess other people aren't. I don't know why I just said that, but you know, I don't go into them going, oh, this will be a great tearjerker. I guess Warrior, in a way. If I'd fully let myself kind of, you know, pulled all my barriers down, I probably could have easily cried at the end of Warrior. And during another scene in that film. It's a very powerful film, and not in the kind of like the sense of like, oh, that was like real, you know. People say powerful and it's usually related to something really harsh, you know, or something really graphic, but just, I don't know, just family tension can kind of really kind of bring out the emotions in me, I think. Boys in the Hood, another one, which, you know, by all rights I shouldn't relate to at all, but I relate to it so much in a way that I wouldn't even want to explain, but I don't know. There's two, I guess. Forrest Gump in a sense, I guess, yeah, although that would never make me cry, but it's a very, you know, emotional film. A character from a movie that scared you the most. Maybe the witch from Snow White. That image haunted me for a very long time. Yeah, I'll go with that. I've never really been truly scared, but I think there's only about 2 films that really truly scared me. And I guess you could call it a character, is the naked old lady in The Shining. That is one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Holy shit. Ugh. Number 9, movie you love but everyone hates, Last Action Hero, though some of my good friends do love that as well. It's an amazing film. So good, it's so on point, it's so funny. It knows exactly what it is, and it's just amazing, and I've watched it countless times. Movie that you hate but everyone loves. Tough one. Tough one. I don't really hate that many. It's hard for me to hate a film, really. I'm trying to think. Really can't. I don't know. Just a really vague reference. A vague point of reference would be The Amazing Spider-Man from last year. Really did not like that film at all. Everyone seemed to love it. That's all. I don't hate it though. I'm sure again if I had more time I'd think of something. Favorite movie duo. I would say Nick Frost and Simon Pegg from Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and I don't know if there'll be much of a duo in World's End coming out this year, but yeah, those 2 guys. And of course they kind of were in Spaced as well, which is a TV show, which is just amazing. And also I would say the one time only duo of Steve Martin and John Candy in Trains, Planes and Automobiles. I love that film, and their chemistry together is just amazing. I love that film so much. Again, I could probably think of more, but there you go. Favourite animated films, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, WALL-E. WALL-E's nearly a perfect film to me. Bug's Life, Toy Story, Up. Ooh. I just kind of stopped there. All the old classics, you know, Dumbo, Fantasia, Basil the Great Mouse Detective, The Rescuers Down Under. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Some of the Pixar ones are just absolutely amazing. Some of the more later Disney ones as well, like Tangled, you know, that was fantastic. Fantastic Mr. Fox, stop motion film. James and the Giant Peach, stop motion film. I guess they're not animation, but you know, I have a lot of respect for stop motion animated films. I just said animated. I guess they are in a way. I don't know if it classes, but actor or actress you have a crush on. Oh, so many actors. Hard to really whittle it down to how many actors I really fancy. Actresses though, I don't know. Actresses. I don't really think about that these days, you know. I used to, you know, like even as recent as a few years ago. I don't know, Scarlett Johansson, Kat Dennings. I'd say probably maybe my all-time crush, or you know, good actress that you really find attractive would be Jennifer Connelly. When I don't know, late 80s, early 90s, like that was she was completely just Jennifer Connelly when she was younger. Wow, yeah. Favorite movie villain? Ooh, that's a tough one. God, you know, I might even say Bane. I might say Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. I think, you know, or Heath Ledger's Joker, or Darth Vader, you know, or even Javier Bardem's character in No Country for Old Men. He is a fantastic villain. I don't really have like a number one, I guess. And 15, a movie that surprised you, and I now have 2 minutes left on the battery. So, a movie that surprised me. Whew. Again, I should have done more research on this, or at least just taken 10 minutes to look over the list before I did this video. A movie that surprised me. Warrior. There you go, Warrior. I went into that thinking it would be a fun kind of mixed martial arts themed film, and it turned out to be just, you know, to me, this generation's Rocky, you know. It's not like Rocky in the story sense, but just a sport film that leads to a fight at the end that's really personal, has a great story, a lot of drama, and hooks you emotionally at the end. I think I just thought Warrior was amazing, and I kind of dragged Connie to see it. She was like, "Oh, really?" I mean, she used to do mixed martial arts herself, so I thought she'd be all for it, but she's like, "Look, shit, dragged her to see it, and you know, she was like, wow, that's like, you know, and she loved it, gave it 10 out of 10 and everything. So warrior, I guess. Got 1 minute left on the battery, so all I will say is thank you for watching, and I will leave some links, I think, to the people who've done this movie tag video, and feel free to tag yourself and do a response to this video. I'd very much be interested in seeing your thoughts on those 15 questions, which I'll also post underneath this video if you want to take part. And yeah, thanks for watching. Oh, and if you do a response to this video and you leave it as a video response, I'll definitely watch it and I'll definitely leave a comment. Thanks.
Yeah, he's really cool, but he's not quite as cool as you, 'cause